When I talk to guidance counselors, they're still stuck, oftentimes, in the doctor, lawyer, engineer kinds of things that were true in my generation. Where things are growing are in the kinds of areas that we're teaching, whether it's animation, graphic design, interior design, motion design, all these new fields that are being created as we speak.
So I actually visited the DreamWorks lot and talked to a recruiter there, and she told me to pretty much go to Ringling because that's where they hire a bunch of people from.
Ringling stood out for me because of the student work. The student work from here was amazing. Like every year they just keep coming up with better and better stuff, and I was like, I want to be a part of that.
After looking at a lot of programs from different universities in my area, I would have to say that Ringling probably had the most impressive program that I saw because the quality of work coming out of the senior class was just so much higher than what I've seen from other schools. So I thought, well, you know, if that's what the seniors are doing, I want to be able to do that.
We were early on adapters of the idea that the computer may well become the next paintbrush. And that's exactly what has happened. What has occurred in all the art and design fields, it makes no difference what you're in, is that technology is now front and center in those fields. We've really embraced Wacom because our students love to draw. So when you look at having a Cintiq and being able to draw on it and use it and then translate it into the computer, it is such a huge benefit to them.
Wacom is huge in what we do. All the demos that I do are done on the Wacom tablet. Now we've upgraded to the Cintiqs, so it plays a huge part in everything that I teach because I come from more of a traditional background where I was using real paint and real pencils. And now we're at the point where the students are kind of making that transition into the digital realm, so that's what I need to teach them. I can't give them a demo of character design or caricature or anything else on paper because that's not really what they need to learn.
Wacom products pretty much serve as sort of like an allspice for me interfacing with the computer in a sort of artistic way. I pretty much, whenever I look at doing anything, I consider like, could I do this better with a tablet pen? And more cases than not, the answer would be yes.
When I first came here, I was really into drawing a lot, still am really into drawing. And with the Cintiq, I'm able to draw almost like paper. You look directly at the screen and what you see is what you get.
I don't like using mouse usually because it strains my arm and my arm will hurt after a while. So I got used to the Intuos 3 for using Maya and different programs to animate. But when I paint, I prefer the Cintiq so I can paint on the surface like painting on paper.
Technology is certainly one of the ways that they're very prepared. I think that just our program is so rigorous and I think it parallels what happens out in the industry so well that I think that's one of the big reasons why they're so prepared is that they work hard here and they develop discipline and responsibility and a professional work ethic.
They've got to be able to see things that others don't see, to be able to create things others don't know about yet, and be able to put that then into their art and design work because that's what makes them really valuable.
Traditional skill is really what gives you the material to make good artwork on a computer. You realize those skills are what makes the stuff you see on the screen. Not anything to do. The technology is just like a pencil. So the technology just takes your skills and translates them into digital form.
We are all about shattering the myth of the starving artist. It really is a myth today because the world is all about visual communications now. Everything is visual. So it's probably the best time in the history of the world to be an artist and designer. So what's happening is new careers are being made every day.